Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Alex the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. Today's haul pretty much covers all the bases. I've got a statue, I've got a Golden Age slab, I've got other Golden Age, Silver Age, some Bronze Age, and some modern covers. I've got some unboxings to do. So hopefully you guys are ready. Here we go. I wanted to provide a quick update. The books in my CGC preview are in Paul from Midwestscotsman's hands. He's working on those books, so those will be sent off to CGC very soon. And he will also be getting possibly another 6 modern books from me, maybe more, 8 to 10 books. Just have to go look through my books right now and see which ones are worthy of getting graded, and then I'll be sending those to him for a modern submission as well. The first thing I wanted to show is this really special piece. I had this commission done from a student in the area. She's a high school student, and I'm good friends with her parents, and she is an incredible artist, so I had her recreate one of my favorite comic book covers, Brick Bradford #6, and she spared no expense on this. She spent a lot of time and did all the details. As you can see, there's details, hash marks, slashes, to create shadows and highlights. Here you can see highlights in the hair, highlights on the arm, on the clothing. She is a fantastic artist. Did this all by hand and recreated Brick Bradford #6. So one of my favorite Schomburg covers and one of my favorite books in my collection now has an accompanying comic book art commission piece done by the 16-year-old. Now, if you're very, very serious about this, wasn't very cheap. I know it's a high school student, but this is very, very quality work, good work. So if someone was interested in getting a commission done from this person, I can get you in touch with the family and they could definitely work something out. It's exciting to have this piece. It's a nice size piece. And it's the quality, like I said, is out of this world amazing, especially for a high school student, younger than 16. I don't even think she has her license yet. So very good friends with her parents, and she was able to do, look at the line work on the rope. I mean, everything has wonderful attention to detail. So this is fantastic, really great stuff. Let me know if you're very, very serious about getting something done, and we can definitely look into that for you. Next up in this haul is this Green Lantern Gallery diorama from GameStop, and it looks like it's an exclusive GameStop. And I was at a local sports cards hobby shop, and they're the only place that sells comic books in the area that's actually a business, and they have supplies. So I was in there buying supplies, and I saw this statue. It's a pretty cheap PVC statue. I think they go for 35 to 40 bucks, and they had it for $25 in there. I thought I would support the shop by not only buying supplies that day, but buying this statue. So I'm going to take this out of the box, just take a quick look at it, see what it looks like, and then probably put it up somewhere. I think it would be a cool display thing in my office, and for 25 bucks I thought I would support the shop. First thing up you get is this licensed product from Diamond Select Toys, some sort of registration, maybe for a warranty. So that is that. And you get the statue in this little plastic protection case here. I have freed the statue, Hal Jordan, from the plastic, and it looks pretty awesome. Nice thing is it is substantial. The only thing I notice is it bends and wiggles here, so that could be a breakable point, like right there and up here at the hand. But it looks pretty good. I wish there was a little bit more detail around, instead of being the Green Lantern energy as far as this shield goes, because it looks like he has a shield protection over himself, a willpower construct over his normal costume. Kind of wish that it wasn't there, like I could do without this extra plastic here, and I wish it was just his standard uniform. I think the face looks pretty cheap, but looks okay. Body looks great. Anyways, I'm not going to do a huge review on this thing because it's not really something that I want to do. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's bigger than those, Marvel Select or DC whatever figures. Not really into those kind of figures, but here it is. Pretty cool. I'm going to set it back here somewhere for the rest of this video. I think what I'm going to do next is open up these packages. This one is from KRS. Can't remember quite what this is, but I have an idea. And then this one is from 789. Don't forget to use the discount code 9.2crew to save 10% on your next order from 789 Comics. So I'm going to open up the 789 Comics one first, because that's the one I'm most excited about. That's the one. They're awesome guys over at 789, and they give us a discount code, which is great. So definitely make sure that you're using that discount code. Let me know what you pick up from 789. They always have great variants. They also have a great selection. So if you've missed books, definitely check out. So say a book gets hot, definitely check out to see if there was a variant for that book on the 789comics.com website. And there sometimes is. And you can go back and sneak or stealth buy one of their great variant covers for one of those hot books that just became hot. Not a lot of people look there. They're looking on, other websites first, or they're going out and digging when they could just go to 789comics.com and check out some of the variants that they have. Okay, to be completely honest, I cannot remember what this is. I did see the side binding, and it's a Catwoman 80th anniversary book. So let's take a look together. You guys are going to see it right as I see it. And, oh, cool. Okay. It's the Shannon Mayer 80th anniversary. I've got a couple other of these Catwoman 80th anniversary books, so I'm really excited to have this one. Looks great, but this is really cool Shannon Mayer variant of Catwoman from 789comics.com. I don't know if they have any more of these, but you can definitely go check out at 789comics.com and always use that discount code. It really helps us out. We appreciate the partnership. All right, now on to this KRS exclusive. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. If I had to guess, it would be some sort of Birds of Prey, and they didn't have the one that I wanted, I don't think. I wanted the one that was the Batman Adventures 12 variant, and so they use painter's tape. That's great. Good stuff. Easy to peel off. I don't even need to use the knife. All right, and here it is. So this is more of a modern variation. It's a Warren Lau after the Batman Adventures 12. So I really like this Warren Lau. I wanted the one that looked a little bit more similar to that one with the same blue background, but this one is definitely cool, so I like that one. It's already in Mylar, so I don't even need to switch it out. I'm a huge fan of Warren Lau's artwork anyways, so I'm happy to have this, and I think I used the discount code from Lords of the Long Box at KRS Comics. It's really great that online retailers like 789comics.com and KRS Comics are partnering with YouTubers and giving them codes to pass on to the audience and the friends and the community so that we can get these great variants at a little bit of a discounted price. So definitely be using those codes, supporting those creators and those shops. So awesome stuff, and I'll move on to the next book. I have kind of a honey hole, and so I'm really excited about this shop because I get to go in there, and it's usually the back issues have not been gone through at all. And I find hot books, and most of the time I just go in there to look. I don't buy the hot books. I leave them for somebody else, and then I go back 2 or 3 times later and they're still there. These hot books still remain there. There's Venom books there. There's Mighty Thor books there. This is one that I actually did pick up. I think Longbox Love Affair picked up a similar book to this, but this is Spider-Man #1. This is the first team up of Miles Morales and Peter Parker, both Spider-Man. And I was just excited to see this. The grade on this is very, very nice. It looks like it's definitely 9.8 condition. And so with all the craze of Miles Morales, I wanted to pick up this book because I think I've had the preview of this, but I don't think I have it anymore, or it's somewhere in a pile in my office. I really like this one. I liked it when Longbox Love Affair showed this, and when I saw it at the shop, my secret honey hole that I go for back issues and hot books, I decided I was going to pick this one up. And I think it was $3.99 at that shop. So it probably is, that's cover price on this, and this is probably a $10 to $15 book. Nothing crazy at this time, but anything Miles Morales right now is hot. A couple books I picked up from Justin's Comics in St. Charles, Missouri. This is the Art Germ variant to Batman 92 with Punchline on the cover. When they did the previews for this, I thought this was a great book. And it was actually a couple issues later, maybe 95, 96 or something like that, and they moved it up. They expedited this variant to issue number 92. And I think they may have overhyped it because there are still a ton of these left on the comic book shelves. So if you haven't picked this up yet, I would just buy it for if you like the cover. This is probably not going to go anywhere because of the abundance of this book. But it's another home run from Stanley Artgerm Lau. Then I picked up a lot of the 80th anniversary of the Catwoman variants. I pre-ordered these. This is the Jae-Hyung Lee variant. I really like that artist. I think he's done a lot of good stuff. Some of his incentive variants go for a lot of money, like the Ghost Spider. The Star #1 didn't really do much, but that's one of my favorite books. Really great books, and this is his Catwoman rendition. This is probably one of my favorite ones. This is the J. Scott Campbell Catwoman 80th anniversary. This is in that Julie Newmar style, so really like that. That was my first Catwoman that I knew. And so watching the reruns of Batman from 1966, that Julie Newmar was always the absolute best. I'm usually a huge Adam Hughes fan, and I'm not 100% sure I love this one. It's an okay cover. The face looks a little, for some reason, the way that they rendered it and colored it, it just almost comes off blurry to me. Maybe it's just my old age or my eyesight, but I'm not a huge fan of this book. Don't really like the trade dress up here too well. This is from the 1940s version of Catwoman, so when she was introduced. Like I said, I'm not a super huge fan of this, but I still do love and respect Adam Hughes' artwork. I feel like he does great work, and he's done better covers of Catwoman. But I still love it. I still like it, and I still like Adam Hughes. I just feel like it could have been better. And here's what I was thinking. So Birds of Prey. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant or version, or maybe this is the A cover. I'm not sure, but I saw it in pre-orders and I wanted to have it. It's got the Harley Quinn, Huntress, and Black Canary. Great stuff. I saw the Birds of Prey movie. So my wife and I were watching it. I think we both fell asleep halfway through it. She never wanted to go back and finish it, and I was not really looking forward to going back and finishing the movie, but I did finish it, and the second half was much, much better than the first half. This is pretty cool. Definitely love J. Scott Campbell, and anytime I can get his covers, I'm doing it. An awesome, awesome cover. I was hyping this thing either to myself or on this channel, but this is Catwoman 21. Amazing, amazing variant. Love this cover. I love the 3 that he's done. I think he did 19, 20, and 21. I'm not sure if he did 22 or beyond, but these are fantastic covers. Really like it in that Art Germ style, that Jae Hung Lee style, In Hyuk Lee. Just really great computer digital art. I was reading and enjoying this Thor series and kind of fell victim to the hype. I was reading number 1, 2, and 3, really enjoyed those. Had a hard time picking this up, but he had one left saved over in the back. I thought I had pre-ordered it, and then with 5 kind of blowing up the way it did, I've never gotten a number 5. So I understand where people that are regular readers that aren't pre-ordering these things or having them be pulled for them. I can understand where the frustration is, because I really enjoyed this series, but I'm not going to compete with the speculators because I'm not buying this for spec purposes. I really enjoyed the series of Thor being the Herald of Galactus. Thought it was kind of cool. He went up against Beta Ray Bill in issue number 3, and then Lady Sif came in. Haven't read this one yet, but I don't know if I'm going to continue chasing these down or reading them at all. Even reading them digitally, I don't know if I'm going to go through the effort, but it's pretty cool. Really enjoyed 1, 2, and 3, and thought I was going to enjoy the rest. So anyways, here's Thor number 4. Really great Lady Sif cover. And then this one was strictly a cover buy. This is Spider-Woman number 1, the J. Scott Campbell. Not much needs to be said about this, just a really great J. Scott Campbell cover. All right, I got a few more books. This next pile right here, I was in Paul's territory, Midwestscotsman. I was in his town, and I asked him, I said, would you want to go hunting? And he said, sometime we will. And I just went ham on his town and I rated it. The first one is all cover buys. I don't think I've ever owned these all 4 together at the same time, but this is Danger Girl Trinity. Number 1, great J. Scott Campbell cover. Number 2, also very nice J. Scott Campbell from that 2013. Here is number 3. And then you've got all 3 of them together in number 4. So I think these look really, really great together all at once. And I don't think these are getting much hype or much eyes on them. But when you get all 3 of them, all 4 of these together, I think they look really great all together. So happy to have these all together, and I paid probably $2 a book for these. Then I needed Burke Family 54. I needed his help on a couple of books because I didn't know what these were or if there was anything great about them. These are not like the exciting ones. I think I paid $4 a piece for these, $3 or $4. But this is some sort of Power Rangers, some sort of Chromium reprint or Chromium something. But this is the Green Power Ranger. Thought it was neat, thought it was something. I'm not a Power Rangers fan. I never really was a Power Rangers fan. I was kind of always just a little bit too old for that. I was more in the Voltron era, and then a little too old for the Power Rangers when they came out. Same as like Pokemon. Like some of my younger friends said, oh, I had a huge collection of Pokemon cards, and I was way too old for that. So here's that pretty cool green Power Ranger, and then I thought this one was pretty nice as well, the pink Power Ranger. So he said these were not the ones that you really want. They're cool ones, but they're not the ones that you are really going to go for a lot of money. I think the Shattered whatever are the ones that you want. But if you need advice, definitely check out his channel. He is the Power Rangers guy for sure. All right, and then I found the Silver Age books, and it's probably going to be pissed at me for finding these books in his territory. I didn't have this one in my collection. I've got a really great Thor run. I didn't have this one, but this is Thor 134. It's got some kind of like sticker adhesive right here, so I need to try to work and peel that off just a little bit more. But other than that, just happy to have the first appearance of the Evolutionary, High Evolutionary. And this is Thor 134. I think this was $10 or less. Maybe less, maybe $8. $8 is kind of ringing a bell to me right now. So $8 in Paul's territory. So happy to have that. Just thought this was a nice Captain America 114. I've always loved this John Romita cover. The two faces, the Steve Rogers and the Captain America, the man behind the mask. Really great classic 12-cent Captain America, probably from 1968 or 1969. And then another one. This is Captain America 108. Nothing really special here, but I like those 12-cent caps. I need to get another 100 and then maybe work my way and get all of the 12-cent Captain Americas, maybe even some of the 15-cent ones, because I've got some of the 15-cent ones, like the first appearance of Falcon. This is Catwoman number 72. Once again, another find in Paul's territory. Have always thought this is a great cover, one of the better ones in this Catwoman run. This has always been a great one, and I bought this before the hype with Zatanna, so I think Zatanna covers should be getting more eyes on them with the fact that she may be getting her own series or own movie. Really cool book. Got this in Paul's territory, probably for about that $2 to $3 mark. And then I was happy to pick up this copy. It looks to be about a 6.0, Firestorm the Nuclear Man number 1, the first appearance of Firestorm. I have always loved this Milgram cover. I think it's really cool. I've always loved this series, and I want to get another copy of, I think it's number 3, the first appearance of Killer Frost. Great book. I think those two books really pair well together, and over the years I've had so many of these, but I've gotten rid of them, and this is just a really nice, probably 6.0 condition copy. Maybe better, maybe worse. I actually got to go to a con, and I was really excited to hunt, but when I was there I just didn't feel like buying much, and I'd keep going back to dealers, looking at the same books, and then putting them away. I finally made a deal on a couple. I asked a guy if he had some Master Comics. I was looking for Mac Rayboy covers, and he had 2 Master Comics, and they both said they were Mac Rayboy covers, but I think this is like that Bud Thompson artist right here. It's really cool because it's got the Dr. Sylvana's blimp, but I think this is like that Bud Thompson, the one that also worked around that same time, like interweaving with Mac Rayboy on these covers. You can definitely tell that this is not a Mac Rayboy cover. It's got a little issue right here, and that's the only issue. Just a little corner kind of flaked off there. But other than that, it's a pretty solid book. Oh, and there's a dust shadow right here. So a book must have been laying on top of it and created this dust shadow right here. And Owen owned this book. So Owen, I've got your book, man. I'm taking good care of it. This, on the other hand, is a Mac Rayboy cover, and it's got some blue like staining throughout the book, and I'm not 100% sure what that is. If that's printer error or just something splashed on the book, maybe some water damage at some point, but it looks colored, so I don't understand what it is. This is a Mac Rayboy cover. Really big shout out to Man Cave Comics for introducing me and kind of getting me going about Mac Rayboy and the emotion that he drew, the realism that he drew. And there's a Master Comics where Captain Marvel Jr. is just flying through a Japanese plane, and he looks super pissed. It kind of reminds me of Superboy Prime. That's one of my favorite Mac Rayboy covers. Like, I have a favorite Mac Rayboy. He's so new to me. But anyways, Master Comics with that Nazi plane. You've got Nazi, other Nazi planes below, so maybe some ships that are German. You've got Paris in the background. Really great book here. And it's Mac Rayboy. The splash stuff doesn't really take away much of the eye appeal because it still looks great. This book could use a pressing and cleaning. It's going to be a solid like 5.0 maybe. I'm not sure what that staining will do to it. Probably kill it. It'll probably be like a 2.0. But anyways, love this book. Love that Ray Boy artwork. He just does a great job. And this was definitely during the wartime. You got all the Nazi stuff all over the place, and Captain Marvel Jr. taking them out. Those books I got for $70 a piece, I think. So I think I paid anywhere from $60 a piece to $70 a piece for those. So it was like $120, $140 for both of those, which I thought was an okay deal. I think anything under like $100 for a good faucet book with good subject matter, that's a good price. I got this one for around, it was $225, and I just kept him-hawing about it, and the guy made me a deal for $175. So Flash Comics from $175. Can't remember what year this is, but I think it might be wartime. I can't remember. Flash Comics number 63. You've got Hawkman on the cover. It's a Joe Kubert, which is really cool. And Hawkman and the Tale of the Mystic Urn. So that's pretty neat. It's probably about a 2.0 or 2.5. It's got some issues right here and right there, and just some spine issues, a little bit of chipping right here. Joe Kubert cover. Billy owned this one, so Billy, I've got your book. I'm taking good care of it. Like I said, this one was marked at $225, and I paid $175 for this one, so really happy to have this Flash Comics number 63. Those were the only 3 books that I bought at that entire convention. I was there 2 full days. Okay, afternoon of Saturday and all day Sunday. And that was it. That was all that I bought. Count Von Strange was there the day before and morning of, I think, or just maybe that Saturday morning. And he said it was good. He bought some books. I think he may have shown those books. Love this big banner. DC stuff. Really great. Awesome stuff. DS Comics. I need to find out what best to put this in, but he messaged me. There's an auction, and there's a really cool Schomburg book that's just very strange. And so I picked it up. I made the guy an offer. Can't even remember what I paid for it. Under $100. Maybe it was right at $100. Best crossword puzzles, number 12. And this is an Alex Schomburg from the wartime, because you can see the soldier here with all these Schomburg good girls. And you can see this one girl doing her crossword puzzle. I don't know what to put this in, but there's a signature right there, Alex Schomburg. Really think this one is pretty cool. Alex Schomburg did a ton of stuff. Collecto 6 has got a lot of the oddball stuff that he's done and that he knows about. But I've never seen this one. I've never heard about this one. But best crossword puzzle. It's got to be from 44, 43, 44, 45, something like that. And it's just a really cool Alex Schomburg cover with good girl art, crossword puzzle goodness, 25-cent cover. It's just cool. I've got it in this humongous Golden Age bag, but it is the size, like kind of dwarfs. This is a, big Golden Age book right here, the Flash book. Kind of dwarfs that. So I'm thinking maybe a CGC Mylar, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get. Maybe I'll have to do a custom backing board. Anyways, happy to have this. And I'm happy that DS showed it to me, that I was able to pick this up for a good price. $100. There's really no market for these things, so I have no clue. All right, last one up is a big, big book. I've got my Simon and Kirby artwork in the background here that I was gifted from Kavi, Comic Books NYC. So thank you so much. I've got those in frames. I've got the other ones that are usually behind me, like to my left over here. So I'm starting to get wrapped around with some really great artwork. At some point we may do this in like Disney themed stuff, but for now we've got some really cool comic book things. And if I do lose this space, I don't know where I'm going to put these, but some wall is going to be blessed with some really cool artwork. I'm going to open up the last book. This is from my comic shop. I ordered a book on Monday or Tuesday, and it was shipped the next day. So I think I may have ordered it on Monday. It was shipped out Tuesday morning, and it got to me by Friday. And so I don't know if I think the Golden Guys talked about delays with my comic shop. I got this thing so fast. It was incredible. And I am super excited about this book. I'm really, really excited about this. Packaged very, very nicely. It's got my invoice right here. It's got the sticker identifying what book it is. I have been looking at trying to get a #1 with the first appearance from the Golden Age. It was kind of on my top 10 list. And this book really fits that for me. This book has sold In this grade, I think this exact copy was sold from Heritage years ago for around 300 bucks. I have been seeing copies of this one for over $1,000 in 4.0, getting up there to mid 1000s, you know, 1500, 1400, 1300, something like that. And I found this nice 3.0 copy, and I thought it was great. It was $500 something on eBay, and it was my comic shop, so I knew immediately go to their website and check out there because it's going to be less. I think I paid $480 for this, something like that, $480, $489. Extremely excited to have Boy Commandos #1. This is the first appearance and origin of Liberty Bell. Sandman, Newsboy, Legion, Jack Kirby and Joe Simon appearance. So they're in this book. There's an appearance of them in this book. They drew themselves into it. Classic war cover. Jack Kirby and Joe Simon cover and art. And this book is from winter of 1942. I'm going to show you the back of it as well. Look at all these great books on the back of there. You've got Superman #20, Batman #14, World's Finest, #8, All-Star Comics #14, Mutt and Jeff #6, All Flash #8, Wonder Woman #2, that's great. Green Lantern #5, awesome as well. Really cool World War II cover there. The thing I love about this cover, so you see it's just a few colors. You've got some basic tones here. You've got yellow, you've got this blue hue, and you've got the red. You've got the black outline there. What I love about it is the Boy Commandos rushing over this hill. You've got barbed wire, so there's urgency there. They're on the attack, and then you've got these fighter planes overhead also joining in on the attack, and then you've got flames in the background. I think this cover, some people may think, wow, that's a really plain cover, or it's not a great cover. I think it's a fantastic cover. I think this thing looks amazing, and just the fact that there's so much urgency in that attack. This guy's got a grenade. He's got a Tommy gun, a drum gun. He's got a pistol. This one's got a bayoneted, maybe some sort of like Springfield rifle, bolt action rifle. And then we've got another grenade right here. And like I said, the barbed wire. This is absolutely amazing. At some point, I'm going to I was going to read this before and give you a little bit of the story, but there's Hitler appearances in here, I believe. And so I'm going to read 2 of the Boy Commando stories and then the Liberty Bell story and give you guys some snapshots. I'm going to read those online, give you guys what that looks like, because, of course, this is a great book. There's got to be great stories in it, too. And I'll be checking those out. So really happy to have Boy Commandos #1 in my collection. Solid 3.0 off-white to white pages. No notes. Just a cool book. You guys, that is the haul. Thank you so much for watching. Really excited to have this, some of those other really great books, some of the art pieces, and I guess I'm excited to have the statue too. Just wanted to support the shop. But if you're brand new to this channel, I would encourage you guys to hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified, hit the thumbs up, you guys. Please, everyone, hit that thumbs up button. Would love to have that support from you all. And also comment down below, just letting me know that you're here, you stopped by, what your favorite book was. And with that being said, you guys, we will talk to you all on the next one. See ya. Bye.